What's going on, everybody? It's your boy X-Men 1991. I'm coming to you back again with another video. I hope you guys had a great weekend, and for those of you that are back in school, welcome back. The school season has just begun, ladies and gentlemen. To all the Pokemon fans, I got some breaking news. I know y'all were shocked to hear about this. Rachel Lillis, who's known as the voice of Misty, Jigglypuff, and Jessie on Pokemon, has died this past weekend after losing her battle to breast cancer at the age of 46. Another piece of our childhood has taken from us way too soon. My condolences and prayers goes to Rachel Lillis' family. I know her co-star Pokemon Veronica Taylor has got to be heartbroken. Rachel Lillis was diagnosed with breast cancer in May, and she was trying to fight it for 3 months until she died on Saturday evening. Now it's going to be tough for me to watch the old episodes of Pokemon, noticing that she's not here anymore. But it's a good thing that she's not in pain and she doesn't have to worry about suffering. But cancer is still a bitch, and we need to find a cure for it. So let's bow our heads in a moment of silence for Rachel Lillis. She's definitely going to be missed. July 8th, 1978 to August 10th, 2024. Thank you. First up, we're going to do a recap of this past weekend's 3-game road trip between the Houston Astros and the Boston Red Sox. Starting with Friday's game. Astros scored 1 run in the top of the first. The Red Sox scored 2 runs in the bottom of the second. Neither team didn't score shit in the 3rd inning. The Red Sox scored 1 run in the bottom of the 4th. Neither team didn't score shit in the 5th and 6th inning. The Astros scored 4 runs in the top of the 7th. Neither team didn't score shit in the 8th inning. The Astros scored 3 runs in the top of the 9th, and the Red Sox scored 1 run in the bottom of the 9th, with the Astros beating the Red Sox 8-4. The Astros were 60-55 as the Red Sox dropped to 61-53. Saturday's game. Astros scored 1 run in the bottom of the first, or the top of the first. Neither teams didn't score shit in innings 2 through 4. The Red Sox scored 1 run in the bottom of the 5th. The Astros scored 2 runs in the top of the 6th. Both teams scored a run in the 7th inning. Astros scored 1 run, while the Red Sox scored 2 runs in the 8th inning, and neither teams didn't score shit in the 9th inning. Final score, Houston Astros 5, Boston Red Sox 4. The Astros were 61-55 as the Red Sox dropped to 61-54. And Sunday's game. Neither teams didn't score shit in the first 2 innings. The Astros scored 1 run in the top of the 3rd. Neither teams didn't score shit in the 4th inning. The Astros scored 5 runs in the top of the 5th, then 4 more runs in the top of the 6th, while the Red Sox scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th. And neither teams didn't score shit in the last 3 innings. Final score, Houston Astros 10, Boston Red Sox 2. The Astros were 62-55 as the Red Sox dropped to 61-55. The Astros beat the Rays yesterday 6-1 and today 3-2. They are now on a 7-game winning streak. They're looking forward to another sweep tomorrow. Yeah, man. The Astros has swept another team. Congrats to the Astros for sweeping the Red Sox. And they're still the number one seed in American League West. Let's see if they can sweep the Rays tomorrow. And then they're back at the crib this weekend taking on the Chicago White Sox. Then they have a rematch at the crib next Monday through Wednesday taking on the Red Sox before they head to Baltimore to go against the Orioles Thursday through Sunday, the 22nd through the 25th. And now, in the good words of my man Spitz 389. What's up, YouTube? Your boy back once again with another sports topic, and today we're going to talk some football. Houston Texans football. Yes, football season is finally back, but this is just the preseason. We're going to do a recap of the Texans' first two preseason games against my dad's team, the Chicago Bears, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like I mentioned in my last Texans videos, if you like my Texans videos, like the videos, comment on the videos, share them on any social media platform that you use, and I'll be more than happy to share your videos. Follow me on my social media. My links will be in the description, as well as a link to my Rumble channel. And besides Mike Henry and Spitz 389, shout out to Mike Henry, Jaime and Katie Filer, and the host of the Just a Little Shady podcast, which the new season of the Just a Little Shady podcast will premiere Friday at 3/2 Central on YouTube. Shout out to Brittany Edney and Haley Jade, the hosts of the Just a Little Shady podcast. A link to their YouTube pages will be in the description down below. And besides Mike Henry and Spitz 389, anytime I drop a Texans video, the links to the YouTube pages of those two, along with Swaggy Reacts, Master at Work, Maria and Olivia, and Alexa and Maria will be in the description down below. So here's a recap of the Texans' first preseason game against the Chicago Bears. The Texans outscored the Bears by a touchdown in the first quarter. But the Texans gave up 2 touchdowns in the second quarter while scoring 10. They would still lead 17-14 at halftime. Texans didn't score shit in the third quarter while giving up a touchdown. After 3, Bears 21, Texans 17. Due to the weather at the Hall of Fame Stadium, the fourth quarter was canceled. They decided to call the game off, allowing the Bears to beat the Texans 21-17. And now here's a recap of this past Friday's preseason game between the Texans and the Steelers. The Texans dominated the first half, outscoring the Steelers by a touchdown, then outscoring in the first quarter, then outscoring them by 10 in the second quarter, with the Texans leading 17-0 at halftime. Texans gave up 2 field goals in the third quarter while kicking a field goal, but they would still lead 20-6 after the third quarter. Texans didn't score shit in the fourth quarter while giving up 2 field goals. Final score: Houston Texans 20, Pittsburgh Steelers 12. The Texans got 2 more preseason games left. This Saturday taking on the Giants, and next Saturday taking on the LA Rams. And their opening season is Sunday, September 8th against the Indianapolis Colts. And we will see the Bears again at the NRG Stadium on September 15th. All right. Yeah, I don't blame these people for calling off that first preseason game for canceling the fourth quarter due to the weather. But I give the Bears credit because they came to play. But at least the Texans won their second preseason game against the Steelers. You guys know Treasure Wilson, aka Stat Baby, who's on that podcast with Cam and Mace, It Is What It Is. She is a diehard Pittsburgh Steelers fan. But one time she did wear a Baltimore Ravens jersey, even though she's a diehard Steelers fan. I'm not going to be too hard on Stat on this one for wearing a Ravens jersey, even though she's a Steelers fan. Sorry, Stat, but my Texans beat your Steelers this past Friday. Speaking of It Is What It Is, Season 5 of It Is What It Is will premiere this Monday on YouTube. I need to do a review on It Is What It Is on YouTube. I did a review on it on Rumble. I want to do a review of it on YouTube. It's a great podcast. You guys should check it out. It Is What It Is. It's a great sporting podcast hosted by Cam, Mace, and Treasure Stat Baby Wilson. But anyway, that's going to do it for my recap of this past weekend's Astros versus Red Sox and the first two Texans preseason games against the Bears and the Steelers. Like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell for my next Texans and Astros rant. And I'll be back in a minute to review the August 13th, 1999 and August 13th, 2004 schedules of Cartoon Network. So I'll see y'all in a minute. Go Houston Astros and go Houston Texans.